accounts, so he loves the job.
What's his name?
First name's Michael,
Michael, yeah.
I don't know who you are.
Up to Vegas last week.
You did?
Yeah, to see the Wizard of Oz and Spare.
Oh,
And that's what got us to go out. Let's do something crazy. Oh, you can only live once, right? So. I heard it was fantastic, so. And then we're gonna see what else is going on. That the Eagles were playing at the Sphere, same time we're gonna be there.
Oh.
So we went to see the Eagles. Unbelievable, unbelievable. The Sphere itself, just one big screen, right? Like a dome, you haven't heard of it? I mean, I've heard of it, but yeah, it's like a theater seating that's very steep.
okay.
And but you got the dome surrounding you, so it's just everywhere you look, it's just.
Really?
Scenes, it's watching the Wizard of Oz, it's like you were the director of the film, and you're following the camera around, you're almost, getting motion sickness almost too. And they have these big ass fans. So when the tornado comes, the fans are on, the wind's blowing, my hair is. Leaves are thrown around, and they later on when Dorothy's on the yellow brick road, right? She gets off the bat, grab an apple off the tree. The tree turns around and slaps her, right? And shook the trees, and the apples were falling off the trees, apples were falling out of the sky, and one landed right by my wife's lap. Not a real apple, a styrofoam, you know?
Yeah, so it's nice and light.
Yeah. So it's an immersive experience. You know?
Now, is that part of a hotel out there? Or-
It's connected to the Venetian, but it's still a long walk. It's a 15-minute walk from the hotel.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Takes up a whole city block. Well, that was a good time. Really, part of these. Oh, really? They were. Awesome. Yeah. So.
Why don't we put it inside?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey,
Hi, Bob.
What a flying at, which is house, something that mind blowing, how much has been built up around them. These casinos out in the desert. It's where it's far from. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, probably.
Someplace.
Not from their ground, no. Walter's joining us too.
I don't know.
His name's up top there.
Well, that's because it's his account
Oh, okay.
that, because there's another inland wetlands meeting at 7. So just so we didn't have that conflict of having 2 meetings, we're using the other account. We have 2 Zoom accounts.
Oh, wait a minute. Unfortunately, they were warm.
What?
What was that?
Oh, let's see.
Golfing with Red?
It's Blizzard, he came back Thursday after.
That was good.
Yes, he was with them, Mike and Mike Lonergan and Tony Moretti and Terry.
Back from the negotiations, right? Terry, I don't remember his name.
Terry somebody with what they call voice.
Oh, Jim Boyce. He's a former commissioner. Hey,
Two posts.
oh, wow. Where did
I
he go?
shoveled, huh?
Where did he use shovel?
I was of course this one. Birthday.
Wow,
This is say,
that's a lot.
let's do something, retire.
Yeah,
I won't let him forget it.
so where did they go?
No terrors.
Oh.
Sign it and
Oh, yeah.
Let's
he
wait
met
for
some
more.
golfers, showed me a picture, I go, "Look,
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know who that is. Tony somebody.
I don't know if he was
Oh,
in today,
somebody-
he was sick on
somebody
Friday.
called.
Was he in? I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't go over it, get a chance to go over there at all.
Who's taking notes?
Well, it's recording.
Okay, all right.
Oh, sorry.
No, I just, is he in today?
Mark Walter.
Was he in today?
Okay,
Hopefully he remembered,
it's his meeting, he said.
I'll text him.
considering that they forgot about it on Friday.
Yeah, he's in.
It wasn't posted with the town clerk. They had to
On
call-
Friday.
They had to call everybody back in. They'd already.
Right.
They roll on yours on?
They go everywhere.
Oh,
Next month they're on time.
pickle.
I
Wow.
think the time is like. It's supposed to be done.
I was gonna, somehow I was gonna ask you that. I'm kind of wondering, yeah.
Okay.
If you got these other miles, he's waiting for, like, at a certain age.
I mean, so they,
Yeah, what a thought.
so.
Yeah.
I just was like, I got all retired. He's like, you're empty.
And, what's your point?
Well.
Well, then he's gonna say you're gonna have to keep working.
Imagine what the thing, the projector was up.
Yes,
It was.
yeah. I just helped Carol get the screen down. Once drama was done, we could move some stuff on stage.
Well, he's not responding, so. Okay. For weather,
Yeah, that,
When's it gonna start, in the afternoon?
it's debatable. So, like, I'm gonna get out early.
the way he was putting it, we were starting right about 11 o'clock. And then it was gonna go through the afternoon.
And then let me just tell you, I am about kicked as hard as I am.
And then nothing happens,
Yeah.
or, yeah, but yeah, it's just such bad timing,
Thank God for Vincent.
trying to get people in, trying to get them home.
It's gonna turn from like snow to rain, slush.
Sleet, freezing rain, yeah, they're not sure of how much cold air is gonna stay. And where you are, elevation will help or
Yeah.
might not help it. And I know, go to the bottom of the hill, I've had days where it was raining, And then I'd get up here and it was snowing. Everything would be white. And then, of course, the farther you go up 66, it's snowing harder, you know, yeah. But yeah, when it was really cold, I was coming in from Willimantic, going into the 6 and 66 area, it was like -5. And then as I came up here, it was 0. So you knew it was, the cold air was trapped in that valley.
What do you wanna do, wanna start? You want me to take care of it? You'll sign and take.
Well, the notes are,
Okay.
she always goes by the recording.
Okay. Call the meeting to order at 6:06. Item 2, approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion? Guy? Second? David? Any other discussions?
I think we also have to approve the January 5th minutes.
Well, this is just the agenda. Item,
Well, I don't, but doesn't it have to be on the agenda to approve or no?
no,
Okay,
I don't know, January.
doesn't matter.
Well, in this, then you could amend the agenda to include that,
That's the only reason I'm asking.
right, in that.
That
you know,
wasn't
in that
approved.
Approval,
Well, I had a note last time, I was very confused about the notes. I had a note that we were gonna talk about it at the February 23rd meeting, which we didn't have.
right,
So I think we should,
Do we have the minutes from the,
he handed them out at the meeting, so couldn't approve them. at the meeting.
they will never send out to everybody.
do we have a motion to add the approval
I guess I would make that motion.
of regular minutes
I grab those with that.
of January 5th? Am I right? January 5th?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me, there's a motion on the table to add the minutes, the regular meeting, the minutes of January 5th. Motions on the table, is there any other discussions? Hearing none? All in favor? 3 is so, 0. Okay, item 3, approval of meeting minutes. Horace Porter, HVAC, regular meeting minutes of January 5th. Do I have a motion? Guy and Alan.
Yeah.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? 300. Item 3.2, approval of the HVAC regular meeting minutes of February 2nd. Do I have a motion? Okay, Alan and then Guy, okay? Yeah. Any other discussion?
I just.
I have some corrections.
Okay.
I'll grab-
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay.
You probably got the same ones I got.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
All right,
yeah, under document review and relocation costs. Where it says curb, it should be curb.
okay,
In that same paragraph where it says. The group agreed to consult with Jay about a new curb. It says location, but it should be price.
which article, what paragraph is that?
It's still in that last.
That's
Under that.
5.1,
Yeah,
5.1 revised.
I believe that should be price. You have It just didn't make any sense to me about location.
just had a question mark about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch that I have question marks too. Where the whole sentence doesn't make sense.
I think we had a discussion about a new curve, so.
You do.
Right.
I feel like it was
And-
priced
and
out.
we-
I didn't think we were moving.
We are moving back to almost where it was in the first.
But it was also whether that curve that you had originally could be adapted. Or so
Right.
maybe it was.
But Jay said it can't be, it needs to be a new curve, right, which I believe we have.
Okay, and any other thing you had?
It's either starting in or something in 5.2. Save more. That, it's like starring or staring in,
Staring. Sure.
should be starting,
He started.
Okay,
yeah.
Yep.
Starting in February.
right,
The, under duct cleaning, I just put a question mark at the end of that where something about the electrical, that shouldn't be under duct cleaning, but and then though something about that they claim to start work on Wednesday night. I don't know what that really means.
that's, I just,
Yeah.
okay,
And then down here, software. Under 7 other matters. We didn't talk about gaskets and software.
okay,
Yeah.
And then it said something about it, including the addition of 10 rooms. I don't know where that came from.
Does that have to do with the units? Going from ceiling to wall mounted and all that?
It might be, but the way it's written, it's like we're adding rooms to the school, or we're just adding rooms,
okay, all right.
so. And I think that was it. Did you have anything else, Dave? Okay,
Oh, rather than back when you talked about the curve. Maybe what we're stuck, just to distribute an email, I just wondered if there was an email.
I don't know, yeah, because it says it was only to be summarized with Bob Banning, Jason, and Jim Russo.
Yeah,
Was there an email?
about the curb.
Yeah,
Bob, is there an email about the curb that you could remember about the Dow's curb, the new one?
The only thing I've seen is Jason's proposed cost to go to the side discharge curb. It was on my list to ask today about kind of where that whole thing stands and how to either move it forward or put it to bed. So probably not appropriate to discuss now, but under old business, I suppose.
Right. Right. Okay, do I have we'll take a motion there's a motion on the table.
Well, how are we leaving that question about gaskets and
software.
software? Is that being crossed out? I don't remember the conversation of that nature.
The only thing I remember that we talked about train, what was that at? Was that at the building? No, it would have been at the job meeting. I don't know, because they blend together, because we have Monday night and Wednesday for job meetings. And they said that train. I thought that was that warranty?
That's a warranty.
For training, right?
Yeah.
That was warranty.
So change.
And the gasket issue was raised by the,
You had
I
a
think you're-
section on 5.2 about this. Here,
I know we were talking about, SES's report about the gasket in the ductwork. Whether they were using, what they were using, or if they did use anything. But I don't know where the software part of that came out. Did you have something, Bob?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna comment that the gasket piece came from the SES comments, so I was trying to figure out what the connection to software would be.
Right. I
As
know
far
that
as,
they talked about labeling, but not software.
right? Yeah, as far as the addition of 10 rooms, I was wondering if that was supposed to be like observation of 10 rooms, perhaps?
We just asked her to go back to the report. I mean,
Well, that's the problem, because it's whatever the AI picks up on the recording, and then they give you the summary.
okay. Oh, that's right. She doesn't actually listen to it.
I don't believe so, and then dictate it from that.
Oh, we have to ask AI one day. Well, it'd be long. Yeah. You're putting down.
All right, who has the big floor is this anyway?
It would be Jen,
Jen?
yeah.
Okay. Then we'll leave that open still, okay? Be no action taken upon this until we get better clarification. Okay, item 5.1, the discussion of HVAC Dows unit number 2. A couple things have occurred since we last spoke. We've got a piece CO for a revised curve, which has inside this discharge, which we'll talk about later. Bob, there was a sketch done by Columbia Sheet Metal, which you have, indicating their recommendations. Oh, okay. Could we get a comment about that for Wednesday's job meeting?
Sure.
Because that drawing which you sent out to all of us again since last meeting night, that it basically shows so a substantial amount of the rooftop of the ductwork revised to the rooftop. So if we could talk about that for HVAC Dallas number 2, that would be great. And then if we could go forward. I tried to get in touch with Mike Poole.
I saw those emails.
The
going back
email
and
go
forth.
back and forth. And when did he do this? And he said he did it late last summer. So we have to see what we're gonna do. This is what we have. Recommendations from the general contractor is basically put the rooftop unit right exactly where it was shown in the base bid. Add a revised curve and run the ductwork.
He said he did it in June.
In June?
June 3rd
Okay,
of 25.
okay, great. So that's the way that I believe we'll finalize that on Wednesday. We'll take it from there. But we'll leave that open still. Let me go to item 5.2, the construction progress. Wing A. The acoustic bridge is done up on the upper floor. Did you see it?
I haven't gone up yet. I was in my,
Okay, but
well,
But they, this week, he started on the lower floor, so we'll prepare that. The only thing, Mike and I, the question is that if do we need another inspection by the town? 'Cause we had really an above ceiling inspection, but it was really for smoke rating fire. We didn't do one for the grid, so let's see if that could happen. Once we have that, we can start to pile out.
I would think that would be important.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you that, right?
Yep, so we'll take care of that, we'll take a look at that. It looks great, grid looks great, it's putting it back. Using base here, it's almost in the same spot. Since, earlier last month, the entire crew from Safe Moore has been in Wing E,
Wing
Wing F. Stop. Most,
farthest wing,
and
wing
that
F central.
middle of beginning of last month. And they got probably 1 week left. They're doing the refrigeration lines, the line sets, to the PV box. They're putting the condensate lines in now. He's got probably 3 or 4 nights of that. And, that's it. After that, I have to assume that by next week, he's gonna be running into Wing E. It's working his way back.
They told me they're going to do,
D?
that they want sheet metal in there first.
Okay.
Before they go. And Mike Cool has been here.
Measured up.
He's been measuring in both E and F wings. So hopefully we should be seeing shop drawings soon.
Yeah, I'm really kind of concerned we don't have those already, but, because I thought they were coming a month ago, to be honest with you.
I know, let me make a quote.
So
You-
that, for what wing we don't have? Or E or,
You don't have shop ones.
that for the ductwork?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, and also since our last building meeting, all of the electrical switchgear and the transfer boxes, I have been confirmed with the FE. Breaking out now. So everything we have, everything. Any questions? All right. Moving on.
One question.
Yeah, okay,
Do they have the drawings
okay.
for?
Yeah, we really, it's more than the library. It's the M201 through M204. We received those drawings on Friday. I sent them out to all parties. There are some changes which we can be aware of. We're using all of the existing ceiling, you know, but Bob, we have to add,
Those are the drawings.
we have to add 2 new wall hungs according to the drawings.
Correct.
Okay, there's a new wall hung in wing A on the lower floor, and there's a new wall hung for this room. The other one's going to swap around. The town's gonna have some leftover equipment when the job's done. I spoke to Mike about this. Put it up on eBay. Cause you send it back now, even though it's never been used, you're gonna pay 25% or more in a restock charge. You're brand new.
I know that, but I buy stuff on eBay, I never pay.
So
No, you don't pay full price.
okay, so do you want us to see what the restock charges? Okay, then I'll direct them to,
The refrigerant change, they may want to look at that.
Mhm.
well, it's the old one, the old.
Oh, I know.
refrigerant.
Right, well, but that's-
So it's a tractor,
Right, 410, yeah.
yeah. So I
was gonna-
would ask them to get a price.
Where it was originally supposed to go, yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're still kind of talking about that. Haven't really quite got to it fully.
So, I'll ask them for credit to return all the unused and open heat equipment.
Yeah, it's what, two or three ceiling mount units, I think.
I think, I gotta check out, I think we might have, left over a couple more fan coils. But let me go through everything. Cause I know we're using all of these that we got, we're gonna use there. But then, I have to
Yeah,
get,
that drawing shows which one they are, their label, or the new label,
from the old,
from where the old location, now it's at the new location.
and we're putting 5 ceiling type units in the upper ceiling.
And we checked, and there was road clearance to do all that. We did that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
we looked at it during the
Mhm.
Christmas break.
Yeah,
Right.
Jim Peckingham was out here. And then that's why he shows that drawing, shows the piping, the locations of it.
So Jim, I know, Jason was, anxious to get those because he was worried about his ability to get them ordered. So,
Yeah.
we should make sure we press him to get his paperwork side of that moving, so there's no concern with getting them.
Okay, there, so that's where we stand with the project, okay? Now, let's talk about your spring break, is that gonna happen, or you don't know?
I will tell you after tonight.
All right.
Was it snow days?
Right now, it's a debate because we're supposed to make them up at the end of the school year, but right now, not even looking at tomorrow, we have 5. Which would bring us to the 23rd of June. So. The board has to decide what they want to do. Which could be maybe 2 days takeaway of April, maybe not.
Would you, if kids are going to Disney, would you just say,
I would think it- I'm told that for a trip. So, I told the staff and saw what people would prefer to make up the days. It's kind of like top to the one, but then the other ones are all like either, but.
Okay. All right, is there any more questions or comments about the progress to the date?
So are they, providing a revised schedule with every billing?
They haven't yet for this month,
Yeah, and
they have not.
it sounds as though they're kind of bouncing around, Columbia's not following suit schedule. And so, giving us a schedule sort of to appease us, but they don't stick with it.
I
May-
wish
may
you
not
was
make-
here
make
to
the
discuss that. Okay, and we'll discuss that on
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Why didn't you call Wednesday?
I got my reasons.
Okay.
And I don't know, we'll go over the change order review.
Okay.
Question on that.
Okay. All right, no other questions? We'll go to change order review. We've got a few here. First one on the table. Dave, you questioned this a couple of months back about my contract with the town. Okay. My original contract with the town was for 12 months, starting in August of 2024 and be done by August 31st of 2025. Latest schedule shows a extension, a substantial completion now of August 31st. At the 12-month extension of time, but due to the slow progress of the job, I could absorb 7 months of that. Summer months and fall were quite slow. So based upon the hourly rate that I submitted, I'm submitting a proposal, furnish base bid for professional services from March 2026, from April 2026 to August 31st, 2026, the amount of $25,000.
And then if you are required to go past August 26th, which
We could talk again, yeah, whatever, but like I said, the job is now 12 months past its original date, but I can absorb 7 of those months. Okay. Me say, but is there a motion on like it's able to?
I was gonna, is that how we process it? Make a motion?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll make.
Okay. Okay. Any other the discussions?
just rein them in.
I
Get our
would,
ductwork plans here, get our.
next time you do a job,
in.
you do job, make it mandatory that they attend the building. That's, especially with Zoom, there's no excuse now. No excuse.
Because we're all.
We're all,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
do.
mostly, okay? All right, any other discussions? Hearing none, all in favor? Motion approves.
And Jim, it might behoove you to make those calls the day before the meeting.
I email him too,
Yeah, but
okay,
if he's buried at work and he hasn't gotten back with 45 emails. But he answered his cell phone.
right.
Like,
Call.
You need to be at our meeting and this is what we're gonna talk about. Will you
Right.
be
Right.
just point for
Oh, okay, I sent out packages. There are 3 change order for proposals from Save More to talk about. Let me go through the easiest one. PCO number 14. That was the time and material work that we did for Wing A. We did that fairly well. Okay. And you see in the
That one-
attachment,
that one worked out.
it worked out well. The total cost is $2,814.18. The hours were confirmed by Mike and myself. It was, took them 20 hours, which I thought was, they didn't slouch, they did what they had to do. Okay, could I have a motion for a approval? By Guy and Alan. Okay, any discussions? Okay, one thing that I want to do is delete the 4 days, but that's gonna be part of a global settlement of a time. I just,
Added 4-nation schedule.
that's what
I missed that.
That's what it says.
it says there. At the very bottom with the proposal, the contract time. But I just want us to say no, because there's gonna be part of a large one.
Figuring it to the one time. Well, this 13,
Okay.
sorry.
For those, okay? I'd like to amend it that we approve, change order proposal PCO number 14 in the submitted amount without any added dates. Okay. On paper 3-0. Like I said, that was the easy one.
Jim, can you get me a copy of these minutes?
Set?
Can you get me a copy, Jen, a copy of the minutes?
Yeah, you want me to do a draft? Yeah,
Just do a draft.
yep.
That'd be big.
Yep, okay. Next one is PCO number 12. Providing new curve for Douse number 2. Total cost. $18,000. $66.45. First, motion for approval. Guy. Al. Okay. The discussions. I have one. Is delete the 20 days.
What's the comeback?
Well, they know that we're gonna have a global settlement at the end. How do I know that this changes the job by 20 days? Okay, this is for exactly, so we'll take that off the table. Bob, you looked at this, what are your thoughts?
Also, that's what.
I mean, the 18,000 for the curb was a little more than we anticipated. You know, we were expecting it to be south of 15,000, you know, maybe in the 12 to 15 range. But it's, you know, not drastically so. Honestly, I would well, I don't know how long the lead time is on this curb and whether he needs to get it ordered soon to keep
Okay,
his schedule.
Good question, because the quotation from their supply house is 2 to 3 weeks after approval.
Okay. I would suggest tabling approval of the curb until we get an idea of what the overall cost would be to move Doaz 2. No sense in ordering a curb if there's some big surprise coming from Save More about the additional rooftop duct or I don't know. I would rather see us wait to approve this until we know the full picture.
Wasn't this back to the original place that they bid on?
Well, it is, but it's a different duct route.
Yeah, but. Okay, that's what I thought we would do anyway, but I think that's the smartest way to go about it. Let's make sure that, the unit there with a side discharge with curb would basically work, and that's gonna be safe one. So let's table this with no action taken. Okay. The other one is PCO number 13. Now, I anticipated storage costs, because they were gonna deliver all of their units during summer months and place them right up on top of the roof. You know, industrial riggers is the firm that's not only stores them, but will set them in a place. Storage charge for 12 months for Horace School in the amount of $3,6018, and then they got the other one for elected with the electrical one. Um. It's funny, contract time is, there is none, but which is fine. Um, My question to them on the electrical scope of work, could we bring that to the job site now and store it in the switchgear room up at Wing A? You know,
I don't see why not.
I see why not, and I'll ask that question on Wednesday.
Mhm.
Okay, the other thing is that, the $36,000 for storage. Alan, is that a legitimate price? You stored stuff before the years.
Yeah, I would have a hard time arguing it, even though I've never submitted cost for additional storage because the riggers that I used never really charged me extra. So it's just a hard pill to swallow. And how do they come up with the time frame, additional 12 months?
Well, that's the other thing too. I mean, I believe it's last time is discuss that. Because he would have had, he's gonna bring these here. I gotta look at his master schedule. It's not, 12 months is the month of the whole August. I think it's earlier than that. So we gotta do that. 2,001 square feet times 1.5 square feet a month, you know.
And you know, how do you determine when the units should have been set in place versus when they will be set? You know, that's not gonna be a full year, it's could be a few months,
Right,
6 months maybe.
I have to look at the original schedule. And
The one
revised
that
schedule
we got when? Did we get an original schedule?
when we started the job.
What's one schedule?
Yeah, we got an original schedule when we started the job.
I would suggest we table this until the units are set, and then we can determine, okay, you set those units at this time, it's only been 4 months or 6 months. Certainly 12 months is unrealistic to give them something now and say, yeah, you know, we agree.
I think that's the new one. So he's saying July. Setting the 2 days. In early July.
There's 2 months off of that already, okay?
I'm trying to understand why the town is liable for the storage. They're basically saying the entire delay is the town's fault? I don't think they care.
This fault, the job is.
Unless they pay the bill, which means they're saying it's our fault.
Well, no, it's saying that the job is delayed, that they couldn't do this task.
And what if I argue that it's their fault? It's like,
Okay, that's something that we'll have to discuss in the extent session of time.
I agree, I think that it's more for a discussion at the end of the job, but holding additional time presented, you know, who's at fault for holding up the project.
Okay.
You know. I think it's
Okay.
preliminary, right?
So we'll table the discussions for a later time and date when you know, when we get a time, when the actual installation was. That. The other thing is what happens if they install them sooner? Can we give them three months, you know? More than, yeah, than they need. Than they really need. So we'll take the table ETO number 13. Bob, what are your thoughts?
I assume their argument is that, you
Bob,
know,
you speak
with
up?
sure, I assume their argument will be that, you know, that when the duct revisions and the discussions over wings A and B happened, that precluded them from doing any installations last summer, which meant it had to push all the way to this summer. Whether I think we would have to flush out whether that's really true or whether some of these placements could have been done, you know, in the interim, you know, prior to the summer. I know we can't rig stuff over the roof when there's kids in class, but you know, the units are there. If Save More had the site ready to receive them, the structure in place, etc. Could that not have been done on a vacation or a weekend? But the reality is he's not ready to put any of these in any of the places where they go as of yet. And that's not the town's fault. So I would agree that this number, this duration should be adjusted to some degree based on why it had to be extended.
But I also want to know, when did he get those? Too. You know, we need to confirm those dates. You know, and the one for the switchgear, can I see the switchgear one? Cause they just got that. A lot of it. I know we asked.
Yeah, he's saying it's October 22nd through July.
Yeah, okay. Which here about October, I mean, we have a spot here, or there's a trailer here to install, bring it here. There's two of them. And they got a lot of that stuff's up. Okay? So switch to, you know, the boiler room or trailers. Okay, we'll bring up that too.
Might be very hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's why we're saying though, but if they bring the switchgear, they can put it right in
in the room that's gonna be.
Like,
Yeah, most of it's gonna-
Really, oh my God, you don't have to crack back and forth.
oh, yeah,
We're working with it.
yeah.
But some of the switches gonna go into, the boiler room? Or no, that's not, that's his thing. That's his stuff. The panels,
Oh, the panel,
yeah, that's
well,
all.
they've already installed them,
Thanks, all. So it's strictly switch here.
right, it would be down in that.
All right. You see, we'll.
Yeah, I'd rather see that stuff stored inside than out in the
Yeah.
trailer just because of temperatures. Some of that switchgear you're supposed to put heaters in if it's going to be stored in a location that could be cold enough to condense. So if at all possible, I'd rather see it in the basement.
Yep. Okay, the other thing that I was told today that Dallas number 3, if they go with rooftop. We'll discuss this at the meeting, but he mentioned that we're gonna need a new curve for Dallas number 3. No,
Look at the print,
I know, it does, that's
it doesn't show rooftop, it's down, over and
yeah,
up,
okay.
down, over and up.
That was one thing that he pending with that. It's a question if we need a new curve.
That's that drawing. There's the
Now-
Boaz,
Now 3 is the one here.
no, well, he was saying 4,
Was it 4 or 3?
I thought he said 4 in his email. But was it 3? But even still, that's still. That's all inside, isn't it? Coming off the unit. Is it 3?
We'll discuss this on what Wednesday,
Mhm.
okay? Now,
Oh, yeah, there's doors.
in 3, that's what he said. I also have attached is my piece CO log dated 2/27. It shows for the extras approved prior to tonight, the contingency balance is $517,246.53. And pendings, I have number 10, which is the exterior routing. Bob, we have one more question on the exterior routing for $98,000, which we have to review again. With Jay and with their electrical sub.
Yeah, my apologies, Jim. I'll dig up my thoughts on that and revitalize that discussion.
Yeah. We never got a PCO number of 11, and he told me he's got some wing A structural things to talk about, and I just want to see what they really are. I don't know, but that's that.
He's supposed to give you a full accounting of Wing A, right? The
Right.
adds and the deducts.
He's supposed to, but they told us it was a wash, and I just, yeah, but we're saving them on other things too. There is an ad for supports for Dallas number 3, which we never had, so I'm waiting for that. Wing really is wing E and F, the ductwork division there. Fan coil units there. And, we have a lot of things still. So the next couple of months are critical now to get this on board and get all the extras done. And to review this. My experience with them is that this is not the end of added cost. I would like to put some of these costs as make it a global settlement with them for the extension of time. They're probably going to ask for added costs for their superintendent on site, just for the added days but we know exactly the days that if they were there, the days that they were not there. He's going to add some additional costs for his trailer costs. He's had a storage trailer here. He's going to ask cost for that, for his portable camp, for the additional travel time for his trucks, and all that. My experience is that you make a big global settlement here with everything, get all the costs and deal with it. And then we come back that we made things easier. There is less demolition to be done in Wing A. We also have close to $100,000 worth of allowances, which we could apply to some of their actions. Oh, okay, and that's why I wanted Wing E and F price to me as soon as possible, so we could post some of that allowance that they have within their contract. So that's where we stand. Any other questions about doors?
So where do we stand on the final schedule?
Updated schedule, I don't have yet. Okay, and I'll address that with you, right, there, Bill.
That's always a whole bunch.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so moving on to item 6.1, approval of 142. I have 3. The monthly invoice from SES. Okay, in the amount of, this is invoice number 5794. In the amount of $1,100 for professional service in the month of February. Do I have a motion? Alan, okay. The discussions. Hearing none. All in favor? Motion passes, 3-0. Okay. I have, application number 18 from JR Russo LLC for professional services during the month of February. The amount of $3,740.25. Do I have a motion? Guy? David? Any discussions? Okay, all in favor? Passes 3-0. And the last one is our invoice from SES. It's invoice number 13. So,
We'll save more.
yeah,
said
excuse me.
SES.
Yes, from Save More, period ending February 28th, in amount of $201,180.94. Do I have a motion? Dave? Guy? Any discussion? As your owner's rep, I recommend that we approve the bill, but hold payment until I get an updated schedule. Who has the motion? Dave, I'm walking down here too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to.
Yeah, if you want to do it, fine, okay?
Nope, you send it to me.
Yeah, and I'll, just, give me proof of funding. But hold that until updated schedule. Okay, the motion has been made. On. Move up. Passes 3-0. Okay. Move on to 7 other matters. Anyone else have any comments? Bob, you have anything to add? What do you want to?
No, I've voiced my concerns.
Okay. Nothing to add, we'll move on to 8. Audience of citizens, we have none. Item 9. Adjournment, government. The motion. Adjourn. Dave and Alan, all right, and it's all passed. All right, guys, so that's where we stand. It's getting to a point that I need their attention. You know, the main job, well, we got six, Seymour has 6 guys here. Every night for the last month. Well, not much more than
Yeah, but it needs to be the other subs too.
the other subs that are many. I got to get Columbia sheet metal in line. Shop drawings and get them in line for the schedule of their manpower too. Because they don't want to do their line sets all the way until the stuff works in.
As far as the storage of the equipment and the DOAS units, curbs and everything else, I mean, the snow's gonna be gone pretty soon. Are we at a point where they can start setting all these curbs and units?
They don't have any steel in place, they don't have any curbs in
So
place.
that's
So we
their
can't-
fault. They
we
could have
can't
been
be-
doing all of that along the way.
Yeah, that's the problem we have.
And everything, you know,
If they just exited the job and
and that. from what I think you told us, the subcontractor quit or didn't take the job with
You wanna
them.
switch that off?
There's,
Yeah. All right, Bob.
I can do it. Hey,
We'll,
guys,
we'll see
do we-
you on
Yeah, do we know the
Wednesday,
date?
right? Huh?
Yes, yeah, it may be Jim Peckingham on Wednesday, but, do we know the date of the next meeting? Building committee meeting, that is?
There's one tentatively scheduled in 2 weeks, but. Am I right?
Mhm.
Well, that's the 16th. And we'll see if we have to meet.
And the next committee meeting is this one, see two then.
It is.
That's the job.
Right. Job meeting.
Mhm.
The 4th and then the 18th.
So it'll either be the 16th or the 30th?
It's always the 1st and 3rd. We have
Oh.
5 Mondays this month.
Yeah, okay, so the,
One month,
either the 16th or April 6th then.
right.
All right, thank you. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob. Yeah.